you've been thinking about opening an online thrift store, start with this video.
Hello, hi, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's so nice to have you here. Today we're starting a brand new series all about running an online thrift store. So in case you don't know, I run an online thrift store called Singles Thrift. And I've got a website that I sell my things from, but I also obviously run it on my social media pages, which is on Instagram, singles_thrift, and TikTok and Facebook, and all these social media pages. So this would be for anyone who's been thinking about opening a store, basically what you need to, where to start basically, and what you need to do to get started. So first things first, what is the purpose of your store? Do you want to operate it as a business? Or do you just have clothes that you want to get rid of, that you like decluttering, and you want to now sell a few of the items that you have from your closet? Because there is a very big difference. If, for instance, you're decluttering and you just have one big pile of clothes that you want to sell, you're not going to run a business. You're going to sell the stuff once off, and then, that's it. Also, if, say for instance, you come into a big pile of clothes, I don't know, maybe somebody sadly passed away, like a granny who had all the vibey clothes, and you wanted to sell some of the stuff, and it's a once-off pile, then you also wouldn't be running a business. You'd just be trying to sell this one load of items. So in that instance, I would suggest rather going on something like Jaeger and putting the items up there, or even on Facebook Marketplace, and as opposed to starting a whole store, you know what I mean? For instance, like a whole Instagram store, or if you wanted to start a website. Okay, so say you decided that you are going to run it as a business. You want to do this as a business, earning profit from basically reselling thrifted items. Then this would mean that you have a reliable source of stock that you can get, frequently all the time. So maybe this means, you know where you're going to thrift the items. Maybe you know of thrift stores, or I don't know, maybe you have a connection somewhere that will give you bales. But yeah, the key word here is that your stock will be constant. You know what I mean? You're not going to get stock once a year, because in that case, honestly, just rather than go on Jaeger, because the thing is, when you're selling on places like Instagram or you have a website, you need constant marketing. So you need constant reminders to people to buy the stuff. Unlike if you're on Jaeger and you're just putting out clothes, for when you have them, when you're decluttering now and again, you don't need to really market them, because a lot of people that are on Jaeger are looking for specific things. So if your item happens to be one of the things they're looking for instance, if you're selling a black top, and then somebody goes on Jaeger, they're already looking for a black top. So you don't need to market the black top. You just write the description, and then the person who's there to shop for it would be searching for it already. So in that instance, the marketing is not as much. And I mean, it's a cute thing to then add to your Instagram, your normal personal Instagram page, where you can just add a link to say, hey guys, if you want to shop my wardrobe, follow this link. So you want to think about that. If you are starting a new page, you're going to run it as a business. I personally wouldn't use my personal page like I mentioned just now. I'd start a whole new page for this, because your friends and family, they're not there to buy from you. They're following you because they want to see your life. They're your friends, they're your family. That's why they're following on your page. And I don't know, I feel like selling to friends and family, they're one of the hardest customers. It's so funny, when I started selling, I remember thinking to myself, I know this one friend, or this one family member or whatever who would probably like this stuff, who will buy from me. And they are just not the ones who are going to buy from you. And if you're going to rely on friends and family, to buy from you, then that's not a business, in my opinion. I feel like you start making real profit when you're selling to customers, to people who have no affiliation to you and who are genuinely just looking for the items that you're selling. So yeah, start a brand new page, unless you feel like your personal page already has a lot of followers, in which case then you should I think it's good manners to just announce to them, that I'm going to make this a business page. Like, hey, friends and family, listen, I'm going to now be selling from this. It's not a personal page anymore. It's a business page. Which brings me to my next thing. Change your personal account to a business account, because a business account on Instagram just has a lot more tools than a personal one has. And it just, if you're running a business, it definitely works out better because you get analytical tools, for instance, that you don't have on a personal page. And the analytical tools can tell you, how your posts are doing. So, what is your demographic? Do you have more males following you than females, for instance? What are their age groups? Majority of that. What time are they most online? All of those kinds of things. You can also have, contact information. So you can put a website or a link or other things on your bio, on a business page. Also things like, I don't know if you've seen that feature when you're on Instagram and then the person says swipe up to go to whatever. I think those are business account tools that you have. I don't know if you can do that on a personal page, but I don't think you can. You can schedule posts on a business page. So there's just a lot of advantages to having a business page rather than a personal page, I think, if you're running a business. So that's one of the first things to think about if you wanted to open an online store is, should you open it? Or should you just have Jaeger, something for if you're not going to be consistent with the marketing? Because let's be real, you need to market your stuff all the time. If you stop marketing, people are going to forget about your brand. And marketing is absolutely not necessarily, selling every day. No one wants you to sell every day. But are your posts valuable? Are they getting eyes on them? That sort of thing. Those things will translate to sales. So something to think about. In the next episode, I'm going to go into, step one, if you have decided that you want to run this as a business. So you've now opened your Instagram page or your Facebook page, depending on where you want to sell. And then, we're going to go into the next steps after that. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope this was helpful. If it was, please give me a thumbs up and write a comment if you're feeling generous. And I'll see you guys at the next episode. Bye.